really big background in like wind instruments, particularly like brass instruments. Trombone is my instrument of choice.
Yeah.
But I can play tuba, I can play baritone, I can play euphonium, I can play trumpet.
Not the euphonium. Oh my God.
It's not that much different from a baritone. It's just bigger.
Yeah.
More tubing, a lot more
play the
air.
flute.
I got the lung capacity.
Yeah.
You know?
I was the little flute girl. And
Flute's
the
hard,
little,
though.
the little triangle and the tambourine.
We love a percussion.
Flute,
We
yeah.
love a percussion queen.
The biggest one was a drum set because every year my mom would get me a drum set because by the next year I would have ripped it and torn it apart. Yeah. And then she lied and said Santa Claus bought me one again because I brought up my other one. No shade to lying or whatever. Santa Claus is real. But
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Let me take it back.
No shade, it was Santa.
Yeah, but I always loved making beats. Like in high school, I was the beat girl and like they would freestyle to my beats or whatever. Oh, baby, I can make beats, honey. And it's just like, and I think my brother my brother had like a trumpet and then my youngest sister, I think, played an instrument or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, music is so fruitful for the soul and it just tells so much. It tells the stories of our experience. And I love that you are using your platform and that you're using your gifts to be able to do that. You know, in 10 years, where would you like to see yourself?
Rich.
Not necessarily rich, but definitely.
No, we're manifesting rich, okay? Listen, I learned that lesson as a young trans man to kind of put myself in this position where I didn't feel like finances were important, but rich is definitely a goal because money does create like this cushion for you.
A cushion to be able to comfortably do the things you want to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's where I want to be.
Millions of dollars.
I want to be at the point where, one, I would love to establish myself as one of the faces you think of when you think of like trans artists. I really want to like push for that visibility because I know that was something that was really, really important to me.
Oh, is this you? Right? Okay.
Oh yeah, that is me. Yeah, and so like I grew up listening to hip hop has always like taken a big part of my life as well. Like I grew up listening to it through all of my childhood because of my dad and because of my older brother. So it's a genre that's always been a big part of my life and something that I wanted to. When I started making music, like something I really wanted to express. But at the same time, you know, like my forefront with all the music that I make is that I want to be visible for people so that the next generation of trans artists can push the envelope even further than I could have.
That's right.
And,
Speak
you
on
know,
it.
but while I'm here, I'm going to try to push it as much as I can by being fun and sexy and silly. Because I feel like, you know, a lot of my music has comedic elements to it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. When you're like, when you talk about your dick.
That was a double wet.
Right. I lost my shit the first time I heard that because like the truth in the matter is like there's this toxic idea of how to be masculine or performing in that space or whatever that is. But you're breaking those barriers, but kind of just stepping in and being like, yeah, I'm a trans man. And the other thing that I also found was amazing was the quality of the music video that you made it. And it was also a T for T love story. I don't know if you know that, Blossom.
Oh, we love T for T.
Your music video, how did that concept even come into fruition? And what was the inspiration on that? And again, I love that you used a lot of community in that video.
Yeah, the entirety of the team who helped make that music video come to life, all queer people. Like everybody was queer. A lot of trans people present in the room as well.
Sexy. Like you were getting like whipped and chained and all. I was like, what is happening?
I have to go check this out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, please go check out my music video.
Yeah.
We put a lot of heart and soul into that thing.
Yeah.
That music video was actually born from if you guys are you guys familiar with the app Lex?
Yes.
So that was born off of me responding to an ad that my director made that was like, hey, I'm looking for queer artists to like maybe collaborate with on a potential music video. I want to build my portfolio and like, if you send me your music, you know, like I'll reach out to you. So I was like, at this point, I was still pretty early in my career. Like Yes Ma'am had just come out. So I was like, I don't know if, you know, I don't know if my music's good enough to be able to pitch my music to a director for a music video. But I was kind of like, you know what? Shot in the dark. Like, you might as well, like, what do you have to lose? This person just being like, no. So I was kind of like, let's do it. So I sent over like I'd spent like an hour trying to write this email of being like, hello, my name is Boy Bowser. I'm a trans artist and I'd love to work with you. Here's some of my work. I'd love to make a music video for this specific song. And like my whole message is about, trying to uplift like trans people and like as like a person of color, like trying to write from my own experiences and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
And like the next day they responded and they were like, dude, I checked out your music and I fucking love it. Let's make a music video.
Yeah.
And from there we just kind of started brainstorming. But I have to give all the credit for like a lot of the scenes and like the writing just to my director Tree. They're amazing to work with and they were just so stellar throughout all of it. And like they kind of came up with like the concept and like a lot of the designs, and I helped with a lot of the set design, but like everything about like the angles and like these different set designs and everything, that was all just their creation. So I really have to give all of them the credit on that. I was just the dude who made the song and provided the face.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, but you looked good in the music video, to be honest. And to see a trans man as the focus of a video in that way, and to see as many folks working around you in tandem as you as kind of the front show in that space, that was so inspiring to see. And once I saw that, I was like, I gotta get you into some of the things that I'm getting into. And that's why I reached out to you about Long Beach Pride, because I really wanted folks to find out more about your music.